They thought they could break the rules, bend reality to their will, and escape the truth. They thought power could hide their mistakes, that lies could bury the evidence, that the world wouldn't see the cracks forming in their empire. But here we are, staring at the wreckage, staring at the chaos they built, and it's beautiful in its raw, unfiltered honesty. The receipts dropped, the walls caved, and everyone who pretended not to notice now trembles in disbelief. There is a certain kind of clarity that only comes when everything falls apart, when illusions die in broad daylight, when the smoke clears and the truth stares at you with unblinking eyes. This is the moment that separates the weak from the unstoppable, the spectators from the ones who decide to rise above the ruins. Before we go any further, I need you to pause for a second and really feel this. Take a deep breath, because what you're about to hear will ignite something inside you. And while you're here, make sure to hit that subscribe button, smash the like, and leave a comment below, letting me know you're ready to confront the world as it really is. No sugarcoating, no hiding. Because every single person watching this, every single soul that lingers on these words, has a choice to make. You can be paralyzed by fear and gossip and outrage, or you can step into this darkness, own it, and let it fuel you in ways they never imagined. Look at the mess they left behind. Every failed plan, every arrogance-filled decision, every miscalculated step, it's a roadmap of power lost. And yet, there is something strangely inspiring about it, because their failure exposes the truth most people refuse to admit. No one is untouchable. No lie can hide forever. No scheme lasts if it's built on deceit. And that is your advantage. When they crumble, when the world sees the cracks, when people panic and whisper behind closed doors, that is when you rise. That is when you move with precision, with focus, with a hunger that they will never understand. You have to understand this. Chaos is not just destruction. Chaos is opportunity dressed in shadows. When everyone else freaks out, when their empire turns to dust, that is the exact moment to step forward, to claim what's yours, to set your own rules. They thought they could manipulate the world. They thought they could avoid consequence. But consequence has a way of finding the truth. And truth, my friend, is one of the deadliest weapons you can wield if you know how to use it. Every single person who watched this unfold in horror, every person who scrolled past thinking it was someone else's problem, every critic who laughed at your ambition, they underestimated the power of clarity, the power of seeing the world as it really is. And now the receipts have dropped, and panic runs rampant because they know the game has changed. They know the rules they once dictated no longer exist. And you have the chance to write the next chapter, to take what they lost and turn it into what you gain. But first, you have to accept one thing. The world is cruel, the world is unrelenting, and it will never wait for anyone who hesitates. They screwed up beyond repair, and that is your permission slip. Permission to shed doubt, permission to abandon excuses, permission to step into a reality most are too afraid to face. Because most people live in comfort, in denial, in illusions that the truth won't touch them. But the receipts don't lie, and their collapse is proof that nothing is permanent, nothing is sacred. Nothing can protect you from consequence except action, focus, and a refusal to accept weakness. And that is the secret they will never teach you, because they never saw it coming themselves. Every empire they built was fragile, a house of cards stacked high on lies and arrogance, and now it lies in ruins. Look at them scrambling for excuses, scrambling to hide behind words that no longer hold power. The air is thick with panic, thick with betrayal, thick with the unmistakable scent of failure that even the strongest ego cannot ignore. And you, sitting on the sidelines watching it all, feel something stir inside you, a realization that no mistake is too big, no collapse too catastrophic, no chaos too overwhelming to use as fuel for your own rise. You feel the fire because you understand a truth that they never did. The world doesn't reward the timid, the careful, or the polite. It rewards those who see an opening, who embrace the darkness, who step into the storm when everyone else turns away. And yes, I know it's uncomfortable. I know it shakes you, rattles the foundation of everything you thought was stable, makes you question who holds power and why. But that discomfort is not a signal to retreat. That discomfort is the alarm bell, the warning shot telling you that the time for hesitation is over. Right now, people are panicking, rumors are flying, and the chaos is intoxicating in its honesty. It's raw, unfiltered, a brutal reminder that life doesn't care about intentions, only results. And results are what separate you from them, from the ones who thought they could escape consequence, from the ones who built illusions so fragile that a single truth could destroy everything. You need to look at the fear in their eyes, at the desperation in their messages, at the tremble in every attempt to regain control, and understand what it means. It means that no one, no system, no network of lies can hold forever. It means that the strongest weapon you can wield is awareness, insight, and action. It means that while they are distracted by panic, you can move quietly, deliberately, and relentlessly toward your goals. Because while they are losing themselves in the noise, you are sharpening yourself, becoming sharper, stronger, and more prepared to claim what the world will offer, only to those who see opportunity in disaster. And here is the hardest truth that most people will refuse to accept. They will try to blame, they will try to rationalize, they will try to rewrite the story to make themselves look untouchable. But the receipts don't lie. The evidence is undeniable, and history has a way of remembering not the excuses, but the consequences. And in every consequence, there is a lesson, there is an opening, there is a moment to seize the advantage that others, blinded by panic and ego, cannot see. That is where you come in, where you step out of fear, where you become the observer and the executor at the same time. Because when everything around you is collapsing, clarity becomes your most powerful tool. Remember this, when they fell, they revealed a secret that most people never realize until it is too late. Power is not permanent. Influence is not guaranteed. Control is a fragile illusion. And you, the one who dares to watch, to understand, to embrace the truth, you hold the rarest power of all, perspective. Perspective is the weapon that allows you to strike at the perfect moment, to act when hesitation would be fatal, to rise when everyone else is scrambling to survive. It's not just survival, it's dominance through understanding, it's victory through patience, it's strength through awareness. Every panic-stricken post, every desperate attempt to rewrite reality, every flailing hand grasping at control is a roadmap for you. It shows exactly where they failed, exactly where the weak points are, exactly where you can step in and claim territory they never even knew existed. And the beauty of it is that most people are too emotional, too proud, too scared to act. They panic, they scream, they crumble. But you don't. You watch, you learn, you move, and you rise. Because in this chaos, there is a gift that only the disciplined, the perceptive, and the relentless can see. Opportunity disguised as disaster. Now listen carefully. because this is where most people fail to grasp the reality staring them in the face. They see the wreckage, they hear the screams, they feel the shockwave of panic, and they convince themselves that it's impossible to survive in such a storm. But survival is not the point. Thriving is. Thriving requires a mindset that few possess, a clarity that most fear, a hunger that cannot be tamed by noise or fear. While others are distracted by outrage, gossip, and speculation, you have the chance to focus, to study the aftermath, to pick apart every misstep, every miscalculation, every crack in the system, and turn it into a blueprint for your own ascent. This is where winners are born, in the moments when the world believes everything is lost, when hope seems distant, when chaos reigns supreme. And here's the truth that shakes the foundation of comfort. The chaos that terrifies them can empower you. Every person screaming, every empire crumbling, every lie being exposed is a signal, a beacon, a map pointing to exactly where you can act, exactly where the weak points are, exactly where opportunity hides. Most people freeze in moments like this, paralyzed by fear or morality or indecision. But not you. You understand that this is not the time to question the morality of opportunity. This is the time to sharpen your senses, to focus your energy, to rise above hesitation, and to move with precision that leaves the world scrambling to catch up. Because in a world that collapses under its own arrogance, those who see clearly move first, and they move strongest. Take a moment to picture it. Every panic-stricken call, every desperate post, every attempt to cover mistakes with excuses is like a puzzle revealing itself to you piece by piece. You begin to see patterns, weaknesses, and cracks they thought no one could notice. And in that revelation, there is power, raw, unfiltered, unchallenged power that most will never understand because they cannot see through the smoke. They are blinded by ego, by fear, by the illusion of control. You are not. You are watching, calculating, preparing to strike, or at the very least, to rise with clarity that will leave them questioning everything they thought they knew. Do not underestimate the beauty of the receipts dropping, of the chaos spreading, of the world finally seeing what has been hidden for far too long. This is not just exposure. This is illumination. And illumination has a way of cutting through pretenses and lies, of showing truth in its starkest form, of creating a battlefield where only the prepared survive and dominate. Every moment of hesitation on your part will be a moment lost, but every moment you embrace clarity, focus, and strategy will compound into a force so unstoppable that history will mark it as inevitable. And now, let's be honest about something most people refuse to face. Fear will try to stop you. Doubt will whisper that the risk is too high, that the chaos is too much, that maybe this isn't for you. But the very presence of fear is proof that you are on the edge of something monumental. Fear is the signal that you are close, that opportunity is knocking, that those who panicked and faltered have left a path open for the bold, the disciplined, and the relentless. You do not ignore fear. You harness it. You turn it into focus, into energy, into the momentum that carries you past hesitation, past limitation, past everything that once held you back. And here is the most critical lesson you must internalize if you want to rise from the ruins. People crumble, not because they are weak, but because they failed to adapt, failed to anticipate, failed to recognize the power of consequence. The receipts dropping are more than proof of their failure. They are a manual, a guide, a series of instructions showing exactly what not to do and exactly how to act when the world collapses around you. Read it carefully, study it relentlessly, internalize it until you know instinctively how to operate when chaos is at its peak, because instinct born of observation and understanding will always triumph over panic, born of arrogance and ignorance. Here's the truth no one wants to admit. The world does not reward those who wait for permission, or those who cling to comfort, or those who hope chaos will somehow bypass them. It rewards the ones who see the storm, who feel the tremors, who anticipate the collapse before it happens, and who step forward when others are frozen in disbelief. And right now, with the receipts dropped, with the truth exploding into the open, with panic and outrage spilling into every corner, the world is giving you that exact opportunity. It is handing you a stage upon which the bold and the relentless can claim what others have lost. But to seize it, you cannot falter, you cannot hesitate, you cannot allow morality, ego, or indecision to cloud your vision. You must act with clarity that cuts through distraction, focus that pierces through panic, and confidence that emerges from absolute understanding. Understand this clearly. What you are witnessing is more than failure, more than chaos, more than panic. It is a masterclass in what happens when arrogance meets poor judgment, when overconfidence meets miscalculation, when illusions collide with reality. Every post, every leak, every exposure is a lesson. Every scream of frustration, every desperate attempt to recover, every trembling hand is a clue. And if you study it carefully, if you allow yourself to absorb it fully, you will begin to see patterns invisible to most. You will see how power fractures, how control slips, how reputation crumbles, and most importantly, how to move through the wreckage with your eyes wide open, your mind sharper than ever, your hunger unstoppable. And here is where the real transformation begins. You cannot merely observe and hope for luck. You must internalize. You must strategize. You must let the intensity of this moment burn into your bones until hesitation is no longer an option. The receipts dropping, the chaos spreading, the panic erupting. It is a mirror showing you exactly what happens when preparation, foresight, and discipline are ignored. Do not look away. Do not shrink. Do not pity the fallen. Study them. Understand them. Learn from every mistake they made, every misstep they took, every failure they thought they could hide, and then, armed with that knowledge, move decisively. Because the gap between chaos and opportunity is where your dominance is born. It is easy to be overwhelmed by this, to feel that the storm is too big, that the collapse is too loud, that the world is spiraling too fast to keep up. But that is exactly the test, exactly the challenge, exactly the moment that separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. While everyone else screams, while everyone else panics, while everyone else is lost in emotion and regret, you can rise above. You can see the truth in its rawest form. You can act with precision that is as rare as it is devastating. You can take what they lost, what they could not hold, and turn it into your foundation, your ladder, your ultimate weapon. Never forget this. When the world freaks out, when the receipts drop, when panic spreads, that is when the invisible hand of opportunity appears. Most people cannot see it, they cannot touch it, they cannot claim it, because fear clouds their vision and ego blocks their judgment. But you can. You can step through the noise, through the doubt, through the hysteria, and claim your place in the aftermath. The world does not care about intentions, it cares about results. And right now, results are available to the one who refuses to be distracted, refuses to be paralyzed, refuses to be ordinary. And here comes the ultimate lesson. Strength is not built in comfort, it is forged in chaos. Power is not earned in calm, it is claimed in storms. Control is not inherited. It is seized when everyone else loses it. And the beauty of this moment is that those who failed before you have already done the hardest part, showing exactly what not to do. They have cleared the path, exposed the weaknesses, and created an environment where clarity, focus, and relentless action are rewarded beyond measure. All you have to do is step into the void they left behind, and the world, trembling and unprepared, will make room for you. You must remember, above all, that fear is a tool, doubt is a compass, and chaos is the proving ground. Now, when everyone else crumbles, you must rise. When the world screams, you must whisper your strategy. When the collapse reaches its peak, you must move with precision, because the moment between disaster and dominance is fleeting, and only those who act with absolute awareness will take it. The receipts dropping, the panic spreading, the chaos igniting. These are not obstacles. They are signals. They are guides. They are the invisible hand pointing you to your next move. Every misstep they made, every corner they cut, every arrogance-fueled decision is now a lesson in power. And you, if you are wise, will not just learn from it, you will thrive because of it. You will see how control fractures, how reputations crumble, how fear spreads faster than fire. And you will move through the smoke with eyes wide open, mind sharper than a blade, and focus unshakable. Because while they panic, you are building, growing, preparing, and rising. Now, this is where the moment becomes yours. This is where you stop watching from the sidelines and understand that what is happening is not just chaos, not just exposure, not just failure. It is a gateway, a portal into a reality where hesitation has no place and clarity rules. The receipts dropping, the panic spreading, the world spinning into disbelief. All of it is a signal, a call, a chance to claim power that most people will never even see. And it is yours for the taking, but only if you are ready to embrace the truth that the world is not fair, the world is not kind, the world does not pause for anyone. The only thing it respects, the only thing it rewards, is action, precision, and the courage to step forward when others retreat. Do not be fooled by appearances. The trembling, the chaos, the outrage, it is all a mask, a show, a distraction for the weak-minded. Behind every desperate post, every failed cover-up, every frantic attempt to regain control lies opportunity waiting for the perceptive, waiting for the relentless, waiting for the one who does not flinch. And that is exactly who you can become. You can become the one who steps through the noise, who sees the cracks no one else notices, who moves with purpose when everyone else is paralyzed. You can transform fear into fuel, uncertainty into strategy, chaos into victory. Because while they are losing themselves in the storm, you are becoming stronger, sharper, unstoppable. And let me make this absolutely clear. The receipts dropping are not a tragedy. They are a masterclass. They are evidence of what happens when preparation fails, when arrogance blinds, when pride outweighs caution. Every leak, every post, every exposure is a lesson handed to you on a silver plate. Study it, understand it, internalize it, because the knowledge it contains is more valuable than gold, more powerful than influence, more permanent than reputation. And when the world is panicking, the one who has learned these lessons, the one who has absorbed the chaos, the one who can move with clarity while others are blinded, will be unstoppable. Do not mistake this for luck. Do not tell yourself that circumstances will always align. The world does not owe you clarity, opportunity, or victory. What it does offer is truth, unfiltered and raw, and that truth can either crush you or elevate you. And the difference between those who are destroyed and those who rise is simple: action, insight, and the refusal to be paralyzed by fear. When everyone else screams, when everyone else flees, when everyone else trembles, you act.